We all have those memories, don't we? Summer evenings, a warm breeze, and those magical lights dancing in the dark. Fireflies are among the few creatures on Earth capable of creating their own cold light. For millions of years, their glow has been a signal to attract mates, to warn predators, and even to communicate. Decades ago, they were a common sight across fields, forests, and backyards, a symbol of childhood magic for millions around the world. Today, in many places, they've nearly vanished. What happened to them? And what does their disappearance say about the world we live in today? Fireflies aren't just pretty lights in the night. They're living chemical laboratories, expert communicators, and important indicators of ecosystem health. Researchers warn that some species are already endangered, and we may be the last generation to see fireflies. In places like Malaysia and parts of the U.S., entire populations have collapsed in just a few decades. And the causes? They are multiple and in some cases irreversible if we don't act soon. But before we explore what's killing them, we need to understand what makes them so unique in the first place, and why losing them would be a tragedy for science, culture, and the natural world. Fireflies belong to the beetle family called, I won't even try to pronounce that one. Their glow comes from a chemical reaction called bioluminescence. Inside their light-producing organs, an enzyme called luciferase reacts with luciferin, oxygen, and ATP. That reaction makes their little butts glow like miniature fireworks. The result is a glow so efficient that 100% of the energy is converted into light. Compare that to a regular light bulb, which wastes about 90% of its energy as heat. Even more fascinating, this isn't just random blinking. Each species has its own light code, a pattern and rhythm unique to their kind. Males and females use these patterns to find each other in the dark. It's like a high-tech dating app, but instead of swipes, they exchange flashes. Some species flash in sync, creating breathtaking waves of light that ripple across entire forests. In parts of Southeast Asia, firefly displays are so perfectly synchronized that scientists still debate exactly how they coordinate so flawlessly. Fireflies have been around for more than 100 million years, long before humans ever existed. Fossil evidence suggests they were already glowing back in the age of dinosaurs. But here's the twist. Back then, their light likely wasn't for romance at all. Scientists believe the first fireflies used their glow as a warning signal to predators. You see, they produce chemicals called lucibufficants that make them taste bitter, even toxic to would-be attackers. Only later in evolution did fireflies repurpose this glowing ability for courtship, developing unique flash patterns to attract mates. For millions of years, their nighttime dance continued almost unchanged, until the rapid transformations of the modern human world began to break that cycle. And this is where things start to get much more interesting. Fireflies thrive in warm, humid environments, often near wetlands, rivers, and forests. These places provide shelter for adults and moist soil or leaf litter for larvae. The larvae, sometimes called glowworms, are predators themselves, feeding on snails, slugs, and other soft-bodied creatures. This means healthy firefly populations depend on a healthy, biodiverse environment. But their needs go beyond food and shelter. The single most important factor for adult fireflies is darkness. Unlike many insects, they are not attracted to artificial light. The reason is simple: they carry their own. If artificial lights flood their habitat, their carefully evolved flash signals become drowned out in the glow of human cities, street lamps, and cars. For a species whose entire mating ritual depends on being seen by the right partner, light pollution is like speaking to a friend underwater. Your words can't be heard, and there's no point. So run before you drown. And fireflies chose to run. Over the past 75 years, light pollution has grown to staggering levels, seeming utterly beyond control. Artificial lighting has exploded in the last century, from city skylines to suburban streets, from billboards to backyard security lamps. For fireflies, this is not just inconvenient, it's catastrophic. Wetlands drained for development, forests cleared for agriculture, all destroy the specific environments fireflies depend on. Remember those larvae that feed on snails and slugs? They need damp soil and leaf litter to survive their year-long development before becoming adults. Some firefly species are highly localized, living only in narrow habitats, like river mangroves in Malaysia or certain Appalachian valleys in the U.S. Wipe out that habitat, and you wipe out the entire species. Chemical pesticides don't just kill pests. They can also poison or kill non-target insects like fireflies. Larvae that live in soil are especially vulnerable to chemical residues from agriculture or lawn treatments. Water pollution also plays a role. Fertilizer runoff, industrial waste, and sewage can damage the aquatic and semi-aquatic environments many species rely on for part of their life cycle. Fireflies time their life cycles to seasonal cues like temperature and humidity. As the climate shifts, these patterns are disrupted. Unseasonably warm winters can cause larvae to emerge too early. Droughts can dry up breeding grounds. Excessive rain can flood them entirely. For centuries, these insects have inspired scientists. The enzyme luciferase, for example, has been used in medical research to detect dangerous bacteria, track the spread of cancer cells, and develop rapid test kits. Without fireflies, we lose a living connection to nature's wonder and a powerful reminder of the beauty that exists in the dark. They have survived for over 100 million years. They outlived dinosaurs, ice ages, and countless environmental changes. But they may not survive us. If we act now, their glow can return. If we don't, future generations may know fireflies only from old stories and videos on a screen. The Xerces Society works to protect fireflies by preserving their habitats, reducing light pollution, and promoting research on their survival. If you'd like to support their efforts, please consider making a donation through the link in the description. Click on the screen to watch our previous video about the fastest living creature in the world.